The lion lunges forward, but it was never expected. It had just made the biggest mistake of its hunting life. Standing before it isn't a helpless prey, but a warrior, nearly a ton in weight, bearing horns like twin axes and a heart that never backs down. The first blow lands before the lion can even react. A roar bursts out in pain. Then the massive body is lifted off the ground, hurled through the grass, and slammed onto the cracked earth. And not every prey is easy to bring down. The buffalo, an animal even lions must think twice before choosing a target, because one wrong move can cost a life. When cornered, it doesn't flee. It turns, faces its attacker, and fights back. This is no longer a hunt. This is a battle of honor, where the predator's pride is tested and a primal rage awakens in the eyes of a prey that refuses to surrender. Think you know how this ends? Think again, because what's about to unfold will keep your eyes locked on the screen. On a scorching midday in the South African grasslands, silence was broken by the crunch of hooves over dry grass. A lone buffalo bull, perhaps sensing something amiss, cautiously approached a patch of shrubs. There, a lioness lay resting, gaunt and exhausted. She wasn't hunting, just waiting for one final chance. But when the buffalo got too close, instinct kicked in. But something unexpected happened. The mother was still there. I stood frozen as she didn't hesitate for a single second. She charged straight into the lions, flinging away the predators who were trying to drag her baby away. Those blows weren't just powered by muscle, but by something far stronger, the sacred force of motherhood. In that moment, the atmosphere shifted. The adult buffalo nearby felt it too. Something was rising, one by one. They stepped forward. Then, all at once, the herd surged in, like down a wild buffalo. It creeps closer and strikes with the first bite. But the buffalo doesn't flee. Instead, it turns, lowers its head, and counters with a sudden attack. The charge lands like a hammer blow. The lion is flung into the air and crashes to the ground in pain. The hunter becomes the one who runs. This isn't just a clash. It's nature's warning. Never underestimate the African buffalo. I just witnessed one of the most spectacular moments in the wild, and you'll want to re-watch this footage carefully. A lion, confident in its ambush, lunged at what seemed like an easy target, a lone buffalo on the open grassland. But this time, nature rewrote the script. The buffalo didn't flee. It stood its ground, turned with fierce resolve, and charged straight at the attacker. Every attack targets the weakest link. But instead of fleeing, the mother charges forward, head down, horns aimed, deflecting each blow. Dust swirls. Roars tear through the dry, scorching air. This isn't just instinct, it's the fierce love of a mother standing at the edge of survival. Still, the odds are overwhelming. The calf is brought down in an uneven battle. Yet the mother doesn't give up. She fights to the very end, then breaks free and retreats to the herd. It's a heartbreaking but powerful testament to maternal devotion in the wild, where even sacrifice takes the shape of courage. When a lone buffalo is separated from the herd, in an instant, they launch a pincer formation, surrounding, closing in, and delivering powerful, coordinated strikes. The buffalo collapses under the force of their collective assault. But nature is never that simple. From a distance, a brown wave rises. The herd returns. aggression on the outskirts signaled that something was wrong. Within seconds, chaos erupted. Guided by a collective survival instinct, the buffalo herd turned and attacked. Furious horn thrusts came from every direction like crashing waves. The lioness was tossed into the air, slammed to the ground, and trampled in a relentless storm of aggression. The camera captured every moment. The once mighty predator now lay motionless at the water's edge. Another lion from her pride approached and sat beside her, as if waiting for a miracle. This wasn't just a failed hunt. It was a powerful reminder. In the wild, the strength of the many, driven by instinct, can overturn even the laws of the food chain, clashed with survival in a primal showdown. The attack began like a detonation. The herd scattered. Calves were separated. Roars and the thunder of hooves filled the valley. The lions didn't strike at random. They moved like a unit, locking onto the weakest targets. 10 minutes of chaos and tension ended as the buffalo were pushed uphill in retreat. It seemed over, but just then, 2 male lions abandoned the prize and darted after 2 wounded calves. With no protection left, the end came in seconds. 2 swift, surgical takedowns, ruthless, precise. David shared, "I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Was a powerful reminder of what unity can achieve in the wild. Out here, nothing is guaranteed. But sometimes miracles happen, not because of one strong individual, but because of the strength of the many." A testament to the wild's unpredictable chaos, where a moment of rescue can instantly turn into a nightmare. Turning in unison toward the sound, like a reflex honed through generations of survival. The lions emerged, but this time, they were no longer the dominant force. Before them stood a wall of muscle, dust, and furious eyes. As the chase began, chaos broke loose. A second buffalo herd didn't flee. They counterattacked, driving the lions into a dry riverbed where the first herd was waiting. The lions were caught between 2 survival front lines. One young lion panicked, scrambling up a small bush to escape the charging horns. But the bush was too small. Repeated horn strikes left it dangling, exposed. The horns showed no mercy, not even for vulnerable spots. For nearly an hour, roars and the sound of horns pounding wood echoed through the valley. When the buffalo finally dispersed, the lion descended, retreating quietly, its eyes still wide with shock. In the wild, the harshest lessons don't always come from claws, but from the wrath of those once hunted.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay informed about the latest developments.